I guess we are live now. So let me quickly check on YouTube. Yes, we are live now. So hello, good evening, everyone. We'll wait for a couple of minutes and then we'll start with this Q&A session. Hi, everyone. Can anybody quickly confirm in the chat window? Am I audible properly? It's Friday evening. I'm not expecting many, but whoever will join, you can ask any query related to test automation or any other questions that you have in mind. Okay, so people are joining. Thanks for joining. Hi, Chinmay. Hi, Shobit. Hello, Mr. Sanjay. How are you? Harsha. Okay. Thank you so much for the confirmation. Thanks, Anup. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, without wasting your important time, we can continue. So, guys, I have two announcements. Apart from these two announcements, feel free to ask any query. We have Purva, Dinesh, Sujit, Harshil, Raghu, Hashir. Yeah. Thank you so much. Okay. So, the announcement, the first announcement is we are having RTP 7, which is in Kolkata. So if you are in Kolkata or West Bengal or either near state, feel free to join. The event date is 9th of December. So venue we will finalize within 1 or 2 weeks. Registrations are open. So I will be giving you the link after the session. Let me ping you right away. Sanjay, can you please ping the RTP link if you have handy? So we have done multiple RTPs in different cities. We started with Bangalore, then Pune, then Delhi, Hyderabad, Chennai, and now we are coming to Kolkata. So if possible, please join. Okay, good to see you, Shriyansh. What's your view on the playwright market in the upcoming days? Should we learn Cypress or playwright? So that's a very interesting question, Shriyansh. See, if you talk about the job market, if you see most of the job description, you will not find playwright much as of now. Cypress, you will see almost in every job description. Even though Cypress have certain limitations and the dashboard services paid, but since it was early in the market and no doubt in terms of documentation, it's very, very good. In terms of usage, also it's good. So if you just keep the limitations aside, Cypress is good. In terms of job market, it is good. No doubt, Playwright have multi-language support. It supports Java, JavaScript, Python, C Sharp. It will definitely pick the market in the upcoming days or upcoming years. That's what I'm guessing. But if you see the current trend, Cypress is you will see in every job description. So you can start with Cypress. See, Cypress is not that tough. It's a ready-made framework. You don't need to write much code. Everything is almost integrated. So if you spend 15 to 20 hours, you're good to go with Cypress. But before Cypress, I would highly recommend start JavaScript first because the first line of code that you will write, so you will write describe, it block, you will write promises, right? So even though you will use CY as a global object, but if you have JavaScript understanding, you can learn Cypress in few days. So if I have to start, I will start with Cypress first, then Playwright. Okay, so can you share all the REST API questions which will be asked for experienced testers? So Shravan, right now I don't have questions, but yeah, I'm coming up with the interview series. So again, depends on the how much experience you have. Okay, so if you're someone from 0 to 2, 2 to 5, 5 to 8, or 8+, the questions will vary. So I will try to pose the question from the different experience level as well. Vrinda have a very good question. Why you're not taking Cypress Playwright classes? So Vrinda, I have taken one lengthy, almost 6 month of course last year. It was with JavaScript, first with Cypress, then Playwright and WebDriver IO. That was with one of the institute. So that course is done. If I'm not wrong, in March 2023, I have completed. I will be coming up with the new live sessions on Cypress, not with Playwright, not with WebDriver IO, but not this year. It will be next year because December, I have seen people don't show much interest in the training programs. So I will be coming up with the Cypress live training program in January 2024. Praveen says, when will your Selenium course online start? So Praveen, I have two batches. One batch is starting from next Monday, which is 16th of October. It will be weekday evening batch, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. IST. Next morning batch will start from 14th of November. That will be 7:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. IST. That will be again weekday batch. So I can share the details right away. This is for the upcoming batch, which is starting from Monday. This one. I will give this link also at the end of this live session. So you can go ahead and enroll for the live training. In case if you want the recordings, you can reach out to me. So this is my portal URL. I will just put the main URL here in the chat. Any upcoming tutorial on GitLab? So yes, Ankit, I'm coming with GitLab and GitHub Actions as well. So soon I will be not as a course, but I will be making a series on the YouTube. So if you are comfortable with GitHub, you will easily able to understand GitLab and whatever I will say the CI part that we have in GitHub, you will find in terms of flexibility, in terms of configuration, in terms of feature wise, GitLab is more advanced. So I will soon cover the GitLab series on my YouTube channel. Okay, so I will be taking all the questions one by one. So let me quickly go back to the previous questions. Your regular classes is mainly on Java. Yes, correct, Vrinda. My These are my regular sessions which I'm taking from 2014. It has been 9 years I'm training Selenium Java, but I have trained multiple batches on Selenium with Python as well, Cypress as well. So soon you will see the different set of courses. Apurva says, I'm currently working in manual testing. I'm planning to move to automation, but I'm confused about choosing Java automation or Python automation. I'm scared of coding basically. See, Apurva, first of all, if you have that fear of programming, then you should first of all get comfortable with the programming. Okay, and if you are someone who have not started because of this fear, I would highly recommend go and enroll for some training from not only from me, wherever you are comfortable, because in training you will get a support. Suppose if you get stuck somewhere, if you have any doubt or query, you can directly ask. You will get the hand holding support. So that fear that you have, that you will not get once you go for a proper training. Coming back to the second question, Java automation, Python automation. See, there's no such keyword as such. So automation is a big umbrella. Okay, so you need to again categorize automation into two parts: functional, non-functional. In the functional, again we have web, API, mobile. So you can say we can start web automation using Java, API automation using Java, mobile automation using Java. Same goes with Python. Web automation using Python, API automation using Python, and mobile automation using Python. Now, if you're looking for a job change, I would recommend Java. See, in terms of complexity, Python is much easier, okay, as compared to Java. But if you see the job market, 70% of the job market is captured by Java. So if you are looking for a change, I would recommend Java. And if you're starting your career first, like if you're planning to start automation, I would recommend first web automation, then API, then move into mobile. And once you start automation, always plan for minimum 6 months, okay, because it will not happen that even if you take some course, you will be master in 2 months, 3 months. No, it takes minimum 6 months to get started. And once you get some real-time experience, you will get comfortable with the programming. Everybody have this fear of programming. Okay, it's not only you. Only thing is we have just started. You just need to get started. That's all. I hope I answered your question. If you have any other questions, let me know. Then it says how to resolve no such element exception error. I have used WebDriver wait, still not resolved, and used locator links text, still not resolved. See, Dinesh, when it comes to no such element exception, and you have used WebDriver wait, depends which condition you have used. Okay, so if you use WebDriver wait and you use expected conditions, you will get tons of methods which you can use. I would highly recommend go for element to be clickable. That method checks three different conditions. It checks first it should be visible, enabled, and present. So element to be clickable works in this scenario. If you have a specific requirement, let's say you want to wait a text to be appear equal to this, then there's one dedicated method as well. So no such element exception is very easy to handle. Okay, so just let me know which condition you're using from expected conditions. I would be happy to help. Hi Mukesh, post Java Selenium, what are the other technologies need to learn? Straight away, Shake, go with API testing. Start with Postman, then go with Rest Assured. And if you have not covered Cucumber, then please focus on the BDD part. Every job description have BDD by default now. Okay, so very good to see this comment from Hasir. Please visit Sri Lanka. I will be there to meet you. Thanks to you because of your role and responsibility videos you made. I selected fully automation. So first of all, many congratulations, Hasir. Definitely, I will plan. But in case we're coming to India, feel free to connect with me. I would love to meet you. See, some simple comments or message make someone's day. So it's Friday evening, and after reading this message, automatically have a smile on face because see, YouTube is a very tough journey. Okay, it's not like what you see 10 minutes video takes 6 hours to record. First preparation, then setting up these gears, recording. Many times you have issues. Again, you do editing, then you have to do some kind of corrections, making thumbnails. So it takes a lot of effort. So when we see this kind of messages, it gives us motivation to continue this. So Azir, thank you so much once again, and stay in touch. Okay, Suji says, how should we handle test data for API testing if the API request body has around 20 key value pairs? Suji, very interesting question. See, when it comes to test data, if you have a standard set of test data, then you have multiple options basically in Rest Assured or any other framework that you use. One option, you can use simple faker libraries. Okay, that will give you the domain data for each and every key value pair. Whether you have 20 or 200, it's up to you. But one of the option is you just maintain a plain simple one JSON file. If you want to break down into multiple JSON files, you can do that. So whenever you have this kind of scenarios, I would recommend Pojo or Lambok, where you can dynamically create your payload. Okay, and you can pass n number of values as well. So explore Lambok if you have not explored. I have one video on Pojo as well. Just search for Pojo. Rest assured by Mukesh, you will get that video. Apart from that, if you want to create on the fly your payload, so you can also use that's part of Pojo only. You can use string classes, but again, string classes when it comes to lengthy payload, it becomes very messy. So go with Pojo. Okay. Sharwan, how is the job market? When it will improve? Can you share your thoughts on this? So Sharwan, frankly speaking, I have seen now market is getting recovered. It will take some more time to get it recovered completely, but December you will see like from 15th of December and till January 20th, very less openings. Almost market will be freeze, and again March will be very less openings. So market is improving. I can see a lot of openings. A lot of my students are getting offer letters. They're getting joining also. So it's recovering. So if you have not even worked on a skill set, please work on it. If you're not getting calls, then make sure your resume is updated. Maybe something is missing in your resume. Make sure your LinkedIn is updated because market is getting recovered. So I have a couple of references. Many companies are hiring. So if you are looking for a quick job change, still today I got two more openings. So reach out to me. You can send me your resume. I will share the company name where you can apply with the HR contact details. Yes, hi. Any update on the performance testing series? Yes, first of all, really sorry. I stopped this series almost 3 years back. Still need to resume. Not sure when, because after this Playwright series, I have to start Rest Assured series on YouTube. Maybe after Rest Assured series, I will resume my JMeter playlist. Can you provide automation testing classes? Yes, Naveen, I'm already taking. So two batches are starting, one from 16th of October and one from 14th of November. Really sorry. Yeah. Okay, Nivas says almost all are explaining Java test framework mostly. Can I get one video on Python test framework explanation? Yes, Nivas, I guess I got your mail and comment also. See, the reason I have not recorded because I don't have the complete playlist ready yet. I started this series 2 3 years back. I have around 22 videos on Selenium with Python. After that, I stopped that series. So once I resume that series, I will talk about how you can build your test automation framework using Python, using request module, using PyTest framework. So concept will remain same whether you use Python framework, Java framework, C# framework. But in terms of tools, in terms of libraries, you need to make some changes. So I will make sure I will upload this video once we're done with that series. Tiwari flavor of milk. So Tiwari, first of all, Tiwari ji, have to change your username and use the real name so that I can remember you from the next slide. I'm into manual testing, want to switch into automation. So Tiwari, I'm not sure why you're waiting. Okay, it's high time you should move. Even though you're not looking for a change, you should definitely learn automation. It will definitely help you in the current role for promotions in every different areas. Because if you have taken testing as a career, you have to upskill. Even if you try to apply for different roles after a few years within the same company or outside the company, this will definitely help. So if you really want to start, I have a dedicated playlist. First start with one of the programming language, then start with Selenium, then go with TestNG, then Maven, then get GitHub, then create your framework, and then integrate with Jenkins. Once you're done with Jenkins, you can start exploring BDD framework, and then comes with your API testing. So automation, as I said, it's a very big umbrella. You have to break it down. That if you want to learn automation, first target web, API, mobile. Let's say you target for web automation, it will take 4 months. Now divide that again into first month I will focus on Java, second month I will focus on Selenium, third month I will focus on TestNG, Maven, Git, GitHub, fourth month I will focus on the framework. Again, divide this into smaller tasks or the activities. Week one I will focus on the Java, very basic like data type, variables, loops, conditional statement. Week two I will focus on string classes, arrays, and oops concept. Week three I will focus on collection and so on. So this is how you have to divide the complete goal into a smaller part and continue. If you face any issue, you have a lot of videos on YouTube channel. If you want to join my training program, I have a dedicated training program. So it's up to you. Everything is available. See, with training, this will make little faster, right? Because let's say if you're learning from YouTube or Udemy or any other courses, if you get stuck, again, you might spend a lot of time for that specific query. But it's up to you. But this should be a roadmap. And Tiwari ji, have a roadmap video also on my YouTube channel. Roadmap to learn automation. Please go ahead and check that. What will be the timing of Cypress course? January. Just started with Cypress in current job. Will attending your Java Selenium will be useful, or shall I wait for the Cypress course? See, Vrinda, if you are already working in Cypress, it's good. Uh, if you need any assistance, let me know. Cypress course I might start in second week of January because till 10th I'm on leave. maybe from the second or third week I will start the Cypress course. See, if you're already on the job, if you are working in Cypress, you can continue. But in case there is a requirement, you can learn Selenium with Java. Lot of videos are available for Selenium Java. Even I have more than 100 videos on Selenium. But if you're someone who prefer the courses, you can learn this parallelly. Okay, Cypress is a altogether different tool, and Selenium is altogether. See, Selenium is a legend in this field. It has been in the market more than a decade. So when it comes to community support, job openings, you will always get advantage uh, with Selenium. Kishore says, which is rated second after Selenium, Cypress, or Playwright? In terms of feature, Playwright, but in terms of job market, Cypress. Can we pay installment in 3 months? So actually, we allow two EMIs. So course fees is not too high that you have to wait for three EMIs. We can do in two EMIs. So you can reach out to my sales team. I will give you a number. Her name is Komal. You can call her and discuss with her. Shubhan, yeah, already we have taken this. Praveen, you can give me a call after this session. Okay, Murugan, good to see your message, Murugan. A big fan of you, Mukesh. I missed a chance to meet you in Chennai. Your voice, presentation, notes are awesome. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you so much, Murugan. We had a lovely meetup in Chennai. I know we missed this, but no worry. We'll have this RTP chapter 2 again in all the cities. And in case we're coming to Bangalore, feel free to reach out to me. And thank you so much for the lovely message. Generally, I take screenshots of these messages and I have one dedicated folder where I store all this. So thank you so much, Morgan, once again. Is Playwright provides more test coverage than Selenium regarding UI and APIs? See, Satish, when it comes to test coverage, it's totally up to you. Okay. If you want to provide do the code coverage in with Java, you can use Jacoco, which is Java code coverage. Playwright also provides, Cypress also provides. So tools provide this test. Like we have libraries which will do this test coverage for you. So when you talk about these tools have additional functionality, not in terms of code coverage, but in terms of web automation. Okay, so if you talk about Playwright have auto recording of videos, auto screenshots, tracing of network calls, before events, after events, auto sync, right? So these are the features which you will find in Playwright and Cypress. But in Selenium, you have to write code for each and everything. Even if you have to write a small, you know, method, you need to write in the code. But in Playwright and Cypress, you have so many inbuilt libraries which can take care of this automatically. Vrinda, you have got very good mentoring skill. Thank you, Mukesh. Thank you so much, Vrinda. Okay, so Jaya, I have one question. Hi, Mukesh. I have 9 years of experience currently learning automation. So, how can we shift to automation after the course completion, as most of the companies asking for experience? See, Jaya, now let me highlight this question. See, when you talk about course, we cover certain set of tools. For example, if you go for this course, we cover almost 15 different tools library. Okay, Java, Selenium, Git, GitHub, TestNG, uh, Maven, Jenkins, GitHub Actions, Docker, AWS, and the list goes on. But if you see with 9 years of experience, there are so many things that you have to learn. You have to talk about API automation, Postman, rest assured. You should be comfortable with the SQL. You should be comfortable with writing test strategy, test plan. Okay, how to work with the agile environment. So generally, what I do in the first session, I explained this that don't rely on one course. Let's say if you have 9 plus experience, 15 plus, or let's say 12 plus. First of all, always do your self study. After this live session, go to LinkedIn, search for job, and search for the skill set, location, and your experience level. Scan minimum 5 job description and try to understand what are the common skill set which every job description is asking. So let's say we will take 4 months to complete, but in this 4 months, you will get enough time to learn the different skill set which is required for that job change. Okay. So use that time. So 4 months plus additional 2 months. Once you understand these are the common set of skills that is required for every single job, learn that and then apply. See, not only my course, take any course, they won't transform you completely, but we will give you enough idea, enough support, whatever help you need from our side in order to make a switch. So after this call, Jaya, uh, take 15-20 minutes. Okay, there was some power issue from my side. So I guess all fine now. Can anybody quickly confirm? Can anybody quickly confirm? Okay, fine. So there's some power outage. So Jaya, I was discussing about your question. So after this call, after this live chat, please go ahead, check the current job market, scan minimum 5 to 10 JDs, not only from LinkedIn, take the different job portals, come up with a set of requirement. This okay, these are the skill set that is required for job change. Whatever is missing, I can help you with that. What are the best testing tool for mobile? Blindly go with APM. APM is one of the best, most stable, legendary tool and library in the market for Android and iOS. Please go ahead with APM without any second doubt. Hashir, as per your knowledge, who can get higher package, software engineer, automation, QA engineer in the market? So Hashir, QAs are getting enough and very handsome package. When I'm talking about, and I'm not sure about Sri Lanka, but there's no much difference. If you have a good skill set, if you're targeting the right set of companies, you can expect a very good package. I've seen in India itself, people are getting more than 80 lakhs, okay, INR, with 10 plus experience. So salary is not an issue. Only thing is you have to focus the right side of companies who can reach up to this package, and the skill set should match. Mehboob says, good evening, sir. I'm getting illegal access error in Java ID edit plus. Please guide. Mehboob, you have to send me the screenshot. Then only I can guide you. It's very tough to tell right now without checking what kind of error you have. Illegal access error ID edit plus. Not sure. Need to see the screenshot first. Scanner SC equal to new scanner. Shobit, what is your question here? I'm not sure. What did your course comprise and what's the duration? So, Prakhar, I have given this complete detail. If you need the syllabus, I can send you the syllabus as well. You can check out and let me know if you need more info. Sunil says, hi Mukesh, says, sorry for the big question. I haven't seen your question. Wait, let me check. Did I miss any question? Uh, so Sunil, you might have to post the question once again because I missed your question. I'm not able to see here in the chat. Okay. Shravan, I have 10 years of experience in manual testing. I have done course in Selenium automation recently. Want to switch automation. Now, will I apply for my experience job or entry level? So, Shavana, you should not apply for as a fresher role, obviously, because you have almost a decade experience in testing, which will definitely add value. Now, when it comes to automation, you have to justify that in the last 10 years you have worked on automation. So there are two ways to justify. One way you can tell that this was my main job part. Okay, I was fully into manual. Recently, I started automation. I'm doing automation parallelly. This is my skill set, and these are the expertise I have. So many companies accept this because this is the reality. Many people don't get a chance to work on automation in different companies. But if you let's say go with the second route where you say I have 5 plus into manual, 5 plus into automation, then and when it comes to let's say background verification or maybe if they ask you some question with real time scenarios, then you might not be able to answer. So I would recommend the first route. You can say this is the experience I have and these are the skill set when it comes to test automation. I'm quite comfortable with framework designing, infrastructure setup, everything, and it should be fine. With 10 plus, you should definitely get a lead position architect role, but you should be able to justify with your skill set. But don't apply as a fresher. Shobit, scanner SC equal to news correct. Can we create multiple time in the same? See, Shobit, whenever you have any question related to number of class, sorry, number of objects, number of methods, always go ahead and try to do this instead of waiting for the answers. I will give you one hint. Okay. So whenever you see that you cannot create multiple objects of the same class, it's because of the private constructor is private. So right now, go to the Eclipse and create multiple object of scanner class and let me know. Can you tell me how to start from scratch for automation API, Python plus unit test along with web automation, and how to set up folder structure and all? See, folder structure, it will be very tough to draw right now. It's in the live. But when it comes to web and API, so as I mentioned earlier, you can create one framework where you can have web, mobile, and APIs. For web, you can use Selenium. In Python, everything is available as a package. Selenium is a package available. A request package comes by default for API. You can use APM package for mobile. Now, when it comes to folder structure, maybe I need to create a video, then I can explain that these are the components you should have. In each component, you should have these folder structure, packages, and the respective test. How's the job market? It's growing, it's improving day by day. Please be ready. See, there's one more point I want to highlight. Many companies they have a budget. Okay, so let's say they got a annual budget that this should be the budget for the hiring, or these are the people we need for this year. Many companies, if they have not hired any candidate, let's say it's October, almost half October, but still they have budget, then many companies they do panic hiring also. Panic hiring means now they have a budget, they have to hire 10 QA, and they have to hire within this quarter. So many generally you will see November will get many calls because of the panic hiring as well. So generally this is a good time. So try to be updated, keep your profile updated. If you get any interview, give your best shot, because December and January is not the good time for switch, because many people will get hike promotions in March. So generally people don't apply in this window, and since they have a budget, they will go for panic hiring. So if you're getting multiple calls, don't be shocked, it's a very natural thing. And if you're getting this kind of calls, conversion is very easy in this case. uh Siddham, what will be the duration? 4 months minimum. Good to see you always. Thank you so much, Praveen. Need one video to learn how to understand analysis the performance testing result in JMeter. Can you please make one live video? Yes, Praveen, this is the most important part of any tool. Okay, so you can create multiple payloads, you can have multiple thread counts, but when it comes to analysis, this is the main part. If you understand how to read the reports, you can easily find the performance loophole. So definitely, it requires a video. We cannot discuss this in the live. And when it comes to performance testing, okay, before jumping into any tool, so let's say you're learning JMeter, before learning into talking about JMeter, load runner, or Gatling, or any other performance tool, understand the performance engineering. Once you understand performance engineering as a concept, right, you can learn any performance testing tool. It's just a matter of fact, you need to understand how this tool works, how to read the reports, and how you can find bugs. Okay, so performance engineering should be a core. Learning tool should be the secondary part. But very good feedback. I will make a note. We'll come up with a video once we resume that series. Will you be starting paid classes or YouTube videos on? So Samir, free Postman series already updated. Rest assured will be again. YouTube is always free. So I will start Rest assured series after this playwright series, that will be completely free. I only charge for the live classes which I take. Rest everything, whatever you see on YouTube is free. Lalija, will there be more remote jobs opportunity in the US? Mm, Again, I cannot predict, but since the market is improving, we can expect many remote job openings. Please suggest, do we need to continue with Selenium, Selenoid, or focus on new tools or Playwright? Uh, See, when it comes to new tool, understand how the job market works, Praveen. Every company have a business. They have to run a business. They have a product. They have a service. They have to sell. They have to make money. You need to see which one fits for your requirement. So if you learn Selenium, now I will not recommend that learn all the web automation tools in the market. Does not make any sense. Take one or two max. So if you want to learn web automation, Selenium, Cypress, go ahead. Then go at least take one tool from the API side. Take one from the mobile side. Once you complete this stack, then at least focus on the performance. Once you're done with this, now you have options. Do you want to explore more tools of automation, or you want to move to DevOps? If you want to be in testing space, there are enough tools, enough enhancement innovations are happening in the testing domain. Please continue with the testing, but don't pick s- tool from the same category. It's like you already have Samsung, but you took Vivo, now again you took Oppo, now some other phone is coming. If you are planning to upgrade, at least get an iPhone. Again, not in the same domain. Now once you're done with this, maybe you buy another device, maybe iPad or something. I hope you got my answer, right? So Selenium, Cypress best in terms of web. Take API, then mobile, then go with performance. Which is the best tool for desktop application for banking domain? See, Chandan, first of all, we don't have any specific application for a specific domain, but Catalan seems very good, very promising. Tosca you can use. Test Complete is there. See, when it comes to desktop automation, we are struggling with open source library and tools. Okay, we have a lot of open source library, but again, not very well maintained, not enough documentation, not enough community support. So with desktop automation, you can go with these tools. Again, these all tools are paid. You can use Test Trigger also for desktop automation. So if you already have license for a specific tool, go ahead. But if you don't have a license, you can contact to the tech sales team of these tools. Have a quick demo. Which one suits as per your need? Go ahead. Because ultimately, your org has to pay, right? So your manager has to go to the approval, then it will go to the cost center. They will do the approval. So when it comes to cost, always involve the tech sales team and your management. So this once I complete this course, can I keep experience? Yes, you can keep, but without telling a background, I cannot tell you right now. But once you complete this course, even if you have 10 plus experience, you can justify, because we cover not basic, not intermediate, advanced and advanced plus one. We cover almost till the cloud, that how you can move everything to the cloud, not only development, complete execution. So we'll build the complete test pipeline. So we have multiple EC2 instances where the grid is deployed via Docker, Jenkins is on the cloud, your code is available on the GitHub or GitLab or Bitbucket, and everything is in the cloud. So with after this course, you can even apply for 10 plus. But let me know your background so that I can provide you more details. Okay, these two questions are same. How's the current market for experienced resources? Is it the right time to job shift for 9 plus experience? Another question from Vivek. Market doesn't seems to be bounced back. Companies are reducing the headcount again and feeble on hiring. So Vivek, not completely agree. What I can see in the Bangalore, good hiring is happening. Many companies have the requirement. When it comes to number of openings, it's not like how it was last year, right? Recession almost start from November 2022. So market is improving. Only thing is, few companies are still on the firing phase. As I mentioned, every company have a budget. They have a review. They have actually closing time. Many companies have December as a closing. Many companies have March as closing. So let's say if some companies are not doing good, if they are doing the um, review at the end of this financial year or this quarter, if they see their revenues are dropping, they generally have to reduce the headcount. So very few companies who are into loss, they generally do this cost cutting. But the companies who are doing good, they have a good revenue, they have a proper budget, they're still hiring. So it's a very subjective thing. uh, but if you compare with June till October, it's improving. हेलो जतिन क्यों है हेलो आई एम मुकेश उटवानी सर हेलो जतिन सर कैसे हैं I want to know about Selenium supports headless with already. So Jatin, yes, I made a video, but it supports still Selenium 3. With Selenium 4 there's a recent change, because of that it does not support. I will come up with a workaround, but with Selenium 3 it works, with Selenium 4 no. I'm good, Rajesh. What about you? Rahul says you are the gem man. Just thanks, keep helping. Thank you so much, Rahul Patil. Good to see your message. Sir, when will you start Selenium with Python? Not very soon, Rajesh, but if I see more, companies are uh, adopting Selenium with Python, many requests are coming, then I might start. But I have a very limited time because I take session in the morning and evening. So already have two parallel batches. Cypress will be third, rest assured will be fourth. Not sure about Selenium with Python. But if you're interested in Selenium with Python, I have 10 hours of videos on YouTube, which is more than enough to get started with Python. Selenium with Python, I can resume. What is the fee, sir? Jatin, I have already pasted here. You can check out. And if you need the syllabus, you can get the syllabus from my website. Can we get notes after every session in the course? Yes, Akshay, we provide notes. Generally, recommend you write your own notes, because when I write, I have my own thinking. So when you write your own notes, you can refer easily. So you can do this. You write your own notes. We will give you one note for the reference. We also give three books which you can refer. You can take the references from multiple books, come up with your own notes. That would be more helpful. Can we automate Flutter web app? So Flutter is for mobile. You can use APM for this. Michael says, I'm newbie in automation testing. How can I keep up from the tools used by the client of the company? See, Michael, every company have a different set of tools. Depends on the budget, depends on the requirement. You cannot learn every tool in the market. Stick to the top three tools in each category and learn and apply. So if you talk about Java, Selenium, rest assured APM. Talk about Python, still I would recommend Selenium for API request module. APM supports Python as well. But if you're using JavaScript, go with Cypress, Chai, Mocha, or Jasmine, then continue with the remaining set of tools. By default, Cypress supports API. For mobile, again, you have to use APM. APM also supports JavaScript. Rasis, I have 4 years experience and good knowledge on Selenium robot framework. Currently working on Cypress. When it comes to cloud testing, which tool is better to learn? You can go with Lambda test. They have a 2000 plus different varieties of combination. Good to start. And Raj, with 4 years you have experience in Selenium, Cypress, and robot framework. Please continue with this, but make sure you don't forget the basic fundamentals of testing. I've seen people make this kind of mistake. If they're into automation, they don't even touch the manual part. So make your testing fundamentals should be strong. Then you can focus on the tools. Ram says, "Hi Mukesh, when you will start a pay automation batch very soon, Ram. Most probably after Diwali." Monu rocks. Hi Mukesh. One of the recently I saw one JD where they mention experience on AI tool and testing. Which AI tool does QA need to know about crack? Which what AI tool does QA need to know to crack AI testing? See, Monu, first of all, we don't have enough tools based on AI in testing. Okay, you can start with Test Trigger. They have a free version as well, so you will get a flavor how AI works with automation. You will understand how generative AI is changing the automation field. So get a free version, explore Test Trigger tool. I have 11 videos on this, which will give you enough idea that how without writing a single line of code, you can automate the complete application. Not with one browser, parallelly three browsers, parallelly multiple operating system, but just by writing one prompt. In these AI tools, if you write a prompt that automate this login scenario, it can write the script for you, it can execute, you will get the result with auto healing. You can also give that this is my application behavior, that this is my application, this is why different flows of applications, write the test. But just by writing these prompts, you can get the scripts ready with the execution within a minute. So get experience of one of the AI tool, add in your resume, because all the AI tools are paid. Okay, frankly speaking. So not multiple tools you have to learn. Pick one of the AI tool and mention. Get a flavor. That's all. But obviously, if you have to learn end to end, you can refer their documentation. I would recommend Test Trigger. Praveen, you should not ask this kind of question in the live. What will be the general salary structure for full stack automation QA? See, Praveen, ideally I should answer, but it will be very subjective, and generally we should not discuss this kind of questions on the live, because some topics and sub questions are not allowed. In this case, what I recommend, if you have some close friends, talk to them, because CTC is very different. Okay, many companies, when it comes to salary structure, you will see a very big package, but if you see the breakdown in end salary is very less, because they will give you ESOPs, they will give you shares, they will give you variable bonus, right? the multiple components included. So always refer the structure. So question is very good, but unfortunately I cannot disclose many things here. So CTC is cost to company. Many things are included, even your insurance. So enhanced salary is very subjective. So whenever you get any offer, always ask for the breakout, that what should be the breakout of my salary, and they will note down that these are the deductions. This will be your enhanced salary. If you have multiple offers, then obviously you have option. If you don't have an option, whatever the current and good offer you have, you can go ahead. In case if you don't find this offer very attractive, you can drop anytime, right? But very good question, but unfortunately very limited answers I can give. So talk to your friends, colleague who is very close to you, who can disclose their salary. Abhay have 8 years automation experience in Selenium, BDD, Page Factory, API, bit of performance currently. Very good, Abhay. You have a very good skill set, except mobile. Add mobile. Since you know Selenium already, APM will not take much time. You can visit one series by SDET by Pawan. He has very good series on APM, which is more than enough to learn. So APM you can learn. Now you have a choice again. If you want to stay in automation, you can explore additional tools in the testing part. Otherwise, you can plan for DevOps. Whatever tools you're using, most of the tools you will use in DevOps. Plus, DevOps will give you more exposure. But again, if you want to stick to testing, then you can apply for architect role, senior architect role. Okay, you can become um, I will say, see, independent consultant. You can become trainer like me. So the multiple offers that you have. Okay, once you cross 10 plus 12 plus and you have good skill set, then you will always have option working on testing or DevOps, or start the independent consulting services. It's up to you. Lakshman, I have 4 years experience in automation testing, but still no call from Naukri. So Lakshman, I guess you joined the session a little late. We discussed this question multiple times. I would recommend after the session, watch the session one more time. If you don't get the answers, I will take it in the next slide. Ashwini, this is a very shocking thing to hear this, that nowadays the resumes are getting filtered by AI, by the consultancies for interviews. How to crack the keywords to get the resume filtered? See, when it comes to whether it is searching by human or AI, they have a certain set of keywords which you're asking. So, as I mentioned again to Jaya also, since I'm not sure how much experience you have, you always have to do some research, some get some data. Then let's say you're in US, you have 4 or let's say 8 years experience into manual testing, but you're targeting for automation. Search for automation testing in USA for 8 years. Scan the 10 JDs. You will get to know the keywords. You will get to know these are the skill set in US it is expected. If you don't have, learn that skill set, then add in your resume. What is the infrastructure apart from the framework? I didn't get it. Can you please explain? See, Vikrant, when it comes to automation, automation is not all about writing the code, right? You have to see the execution and the maintenance. Write the scripts, test it locally. Once the script is working fine, you need a dedicated machine. It could be on-premise machine or machine on the cloud, where you can run your scripts 24 by 7 or whenever you have the execution. Again, when it comes to infrastructure, you have two options. Either you build your own infrastructure or get these cloud services, Lambda Test, Browser Stack, Source Lab, Cross Browser Testing.com, Testing Board, varieties of company. Either you build your infrastructure, execute here, or you take the subscription, pay the price, and they will manage your infrastructure. So if you have to come up with your own infrastructure, you need machines. Now here comes the cloud. You can take, let's say, Amazon. Amazon provides one of the service called EC2. Here you will book multiple virtual machines. It could be Windows, Mac, Linux. Here you will manage your infrastructure. So you need minimum two machines, one for the Jenkins, one for the Selenium grid. So this is the bare minimum infrastructure you need in order to support your test automation. So this is what I mean the infrastructure. Now, if you don't want to go with AWS, we have GCP, we have Azure, we have Ali Cloud. There are a lot of players in the market. AWS is the winner. Baker ready nowadays, a lot of job description use asking for the cloud testing like AWS. What is the actual? So because just now I explained what is how AWS will be helpful in your automation journey. So nowadays it's mandatory. So they're not expecting you should know all the cloud services. It's impossible. Maybe I will share my screen. Just give me a minute. So just search for AWS. Okay. See now AWS is providing these so many cloud services. It's up to you which service you want to use. Uh, I'm not sure whether you're able to see this screen. So when it comes to product, you can see when it comes to analytics, they have so many services which you can use for analytics. Suppose you want to build a business application, these are the different services which is provided by AWS on cloud. Suppose you want to use some database. If I want, let's say MySQL for my application, I have two options always. Either I can install on my local system or I can take one of these cloud service. So you can see this Amazon Aurora. Here you can use Postgre, MySQL, Oracle, which database you want. It's available within a single click, right? Suppose you want this end user and computing, you want to build some games, robotics, satellite services, and these are the storage services. So you can see you might have heard of S3. So this is simple storage service, EBS, EFS. So these are the services you have to use. When it comes to automation, we will mostly focus on the two services. One is EC2 service, which is virtual server on the cloud, and one is S3 for storing our reports and everything. Very vast topic. Cloud is very vast. You cannot explore each and every service. As I mentioned, there are different services for different use cases. So pick one of the service which is required, and every service is paid here, by the way. Hi Mukesh, if I have to learn robot framework or karate framework, which one should I use? Which one? I would recommend robot framework. What is the average salary of automation engineer with 5+ experience? Ganesh, again, very uh, tricky question. Depends on your location, depends on many factor. So I have seen in Bangalore with 5+ people are getting 25 lakhs. Few people are getting 8 lakhs also with 5+. It's very subjective. Again, the best way to check with your colleagues. They will you will get average salary what they are getting. So at least consult with three different friends, one from the product based company, one from the service based company, and one from the startup. You will see a huge gap in all these three. There's no fixed range. With 5+, if you go to let's say NCA region, again you will not get that high package. So very subjective. Best way to check with your colleagues. Startups, they don't have any cap because many uh, I will say experienced people, they don't join startups. So startup have a different way to compensate in terms of salary, in terms of different offering. But if you go with service based companies, they generally have decent package. But if you go with very good product based companies, they have a different band altogether. Okay, so it's almost 1 hour. I will try my best to take few more questions. There's so many questions. Um, Let me take quick. I'm Mukesh, currently have 4 plus experience, good knowledge on Selenium robot framework currently. This we have taken already. Protector life time ended, so other automation tools support for Angular above it. Anish, go with Selenium Cypress, both supports new Angular version. See, Anish, it's not protector. Many open source generally cannot stay long because they need fund to continue. If they don't get enough funds from the society, from the open contribution, eventually they are spending their heart and soul and time. So I've seen in my 12 plus experience many open source projects they got ended because they could not got enough support from the community. They were not having enough funds to continue. So unfortunately, Protector was one of the best tool. Okay, not one of the only best, one of the best tool in top five. But very bad to see it got end. Like still older version works, but they don't have new releases, existing bug fixes. But I can't see the same thing with Selenium. Selenium have survived more than 10 years and it will continue. So continue with Selenium. It works. This question we have already taken. I have knowledge in Selenium Cypress, but for API automation, which tool? Go with Rest Assured. Praveen says nicely explained. Thank you so much, Praveen. Aditya says thank you, Mukesh. Apart from your training, these live sessions provide right kind of motivation, membership, mentorship. Thank you so much, Aditya. Any thoughts on Salesforce automation? Salesforce is my first love. I started my career with SFDC Salesforce. So I was mostly into M&A project. So we did using Selenium that time, but now we have a different tools, especially for Salesforce. You can exploit Proverb as well, but that's a paid one. Okay, so we have less time, so I'm just taking simple questions so that I can at least answer. Is some questions which I'm not able to take, definitely I will come up with a video or we'll discuss in the next slide. Ravi says, hi Mukesh, great to see you online. Your videos on explaining framework is helping me in the interviews. Where does the difference comes for the role of principal engineer test architect? Okay, so so basically, when it comes to test architect, principal key engineer, you have to have the clear understanding not only in terms of functional but non-functional as well. So you have to not only focus on the framework but the complete strategy. Different doing the POC with the different tools. In case if you're going with the paid tools, you have to talk to the different tech sales team, plus lot of different activities that you have to drive. Now, when it comes to different this title, don't go with the title. Many companies have different titles. Like if you talk about some banking companies with 9 plus, you will see the title as Senior VP in Test Automation. Okay, VP in Test Automation. When it comes to startup, they can give you any role that you ask for. So whenever you see the different keyword in terms of title, instead of focusing on title, check their responsibility, job description, roles responsibility, and what they're expecting. You will get the idea. Don't fall into the trap of the title. If you want to cross check out the multiple job description. See, same job description, but multiple companies have different titles. Selenium Java, when you're going to start, sir? Dinesh, I'm starting from Monday. If you have not enrolled, this is the link which I will again put at the end of this live. Go ahead and in case you're interested, you can join. Ganesh, is it possible to automate Canvas through Selenium as Canvas element not producing any HTML code? See, Ganesh, generally, if that is not the primary flow or it's not on the high priority, generally we keep Canvas in a CBA category, which is cannot be automated or low priority. We have to use some third party library for Canvas. Not only with Canvas, if you go to some 3D JavaScript library where you can see the complete view in a 3D, Selenium is not recommended. What will be the good time to switch? See, if you are already someone who is waiting for a promotion, who is waiting for the salary hike, you should not switch when you are about to get the salary hike or promotion. That's the thumb rule. If you are getting tortured, if you are not able to handle work pressure, if you have to switch, you are underpaid, you should not wait so long. Try as soon as possible. See, I'm not saying switching is bad. If you are underpaid, then definitely you should go and explore the different opportunities, or at least talk to your manager. It's your right, because you have to serve your family, you have some roles and responsibility apart from your office. If you are getting in not paid properly as per the market standard, you are getting cheated, right? So in this case, talk to your manager. If they're not able to justify your experience with the current salary and whatever you expected, if they are not able to justify, you don't have any other options. So no right or wrong time, depends on the what is your main goal. If you're someone who is looking for the decent life, chill life, not too much money, you are getting comfortable in the current company, you're getting enough hike promotion, you can survive in the same company for the long term. But if you're not getting enough growth, then you have to take a call. Dinesh is, I'm into manual testing. Which automation path should I follow? See, there's no multiple path, Dinesh. There's only one path. This path have multiple stoppages. You have to start from here, then keep crossing the multiple. Like there's one destiny, but there are multiple stoppage. But only the one path. Web API mobile. You might change API first or web later, but I recommend web API mobile. Okay, some questions are getting repeated. I will not take these questions. I will take two last questions, which is unique, and then we can end. Jatin, I already answered this question. With Selenium 3, it works. Selenium 4, it doesn't work. Ravi Lohana is pasting the same question again and again, so let me pick. Playwright is demand nowadays. Which language should take? Which have more opportunities? See, Ravi, if you are looking for a demand basis, go with Playwright. But if you are still looking for Playwright, then again, two options, JavaScript or Java. See, if you are someone who loves Java, I would have recommended Playwright with Java. But if you compare in terms of openings, okay, Playwright, if you want to start with Playwright only, then JavaScript. This one we have taken. Praveen says, thanks to come online, waiting for the next minute. Thanks a lot. You are the one of the best mentor. Thank you so much, Praveen. Bye. Akash says, sir, can you tell me the best resources to learn API automation? Akash, if you're looking for a postman, I have a dedicated series you can refer. If you're looking for the rest assured, go with Amod Mahajan series on YouTube. More than 72 videos on rest assured, more than enough to get started. Not only get started, like you can complete your API journey with that series. Arya says, is there any alternative timing for people outside India to join automation training? Arya, if you are in US, Canada, Australia, we might come up with multiple batches with multiple time zone. As of now, I have two, one in the evening, one in the morning. I guess morning will suit in your timing, which is 7:30 a.m. IST. Gabriel, how hard to learn and set up automation framework for database testing with basic SQL? Correct query. See, Gabriel, when it comes to automation framework, see, automation framework which you want to include with database, you just need a dedicated data provider. So whatever framework I have created in the past, I have multiple options to choose. Okay, so let's say you have one framework, and this is a standard framework. Now user have a choice. They want to take data from Excel, CSV, JSON database, or any other data source. Ultimately, we will be using data provider, which will pass the data to our test. So irrespective which data source you use, you will be connecting to data provider, then Selenium. Now coming back to how you can structure this, you can create a dedicated class Here you can create certain setup method which will be as a precondition, which will connect to the database before executing any query, and tear down, which will close the connection after queries are done. And you can create methods with parameters that whenever any DML query, DRL query, DCL query, DTL queries, it will accept as a parameter, execute, depend on the what result it will give, change the return type, and you can consume the same. So we don't have very I will say multiple variations when it comes to SQL, but these are the bare minimum methods you need if you are building a framework with SQL. Okay, I will take this last question, then we can end. I know I missed a couple of questions, but since I have a time restriction, I will take the remaining set of questions in the next slide. Okay, just give me a minute. Hi Mukesh, is Playwright going to override Selenium in near future? Subha, no. Okay, I totally agree. Playwright have a lot of new features, functionality, new locators, inbuilt method, inbuilt reporting, so many features. But when it comes to Selenium, there are multiple reasons why it will not override Selenium. Okay, first of all, the great community support. Right now, if you get stuck somewhere, you type any query, you will get hundreds of blogs, videos, articles on Selenium. When it comes to Playwright, still that part is missing. Second part is the raw. When I say raw, it's very raw. Like you can customize however you want. It's a plain method library have given to you. But when it comes to Playwright, you cannot customize much, right? Most of the things are wrapped. So when it comes to customization, I have seen many companies, they have created their custom framework on top of Selenium and they're selling it. So Selenium will not, like Playwright will not override, but you can see as a competitor, but Selenium is having its own race. Lot of updates are coming. One of the most stable library in the market for web automation. Obviously, Playwright is backed by Microsoft. They have a dedicated set of team who is working day and night, providing a lot of features. But still, I feel it will not override. Like initially, Selenium was the only one. Now we have different competitors, but not in the league. Selenium will always win the race. Whatever I can see online and as per my experience, I might be wrong, but let's see. Okay, that's all from my side, guys. In case if I missed any of your questions, sorry for that. I will be taking up in the next slide. In case if you have any question after this live, you can let me know in the comment section, and I will try my best to answer all of them. So announcement number one, RTP in Kolkata, 9th of December. Announcement number two, Java Selenium online training batch from Monday. In case you're interested, please register. In case if you're not interested, please ask your friend, share this information with your friends, colleagues, those who are interested. Yeah, that's all from my side. And yeah, wishing you all happy weekend. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye. Take care.